Hello guys, welcome to our first video. And today, on the first Footy Central video, we will be doing our top 4 predictions, joined by a new co-host, Shane.
Hello.
So, Shane. Yeah, so let's jump straight into it. My fourth place is Leicester, because I just feel Leicester, they're sort of underdogs. Like, no one expects highly enough of them. Like, you might have got Mark Goldbridge saying that, and I agree with him. No one thinks highly enough of them, and just because they bottled top 4 last season, I think Chelsea would get it under Thomas Tuchel, but I just don't think they've had a good enough start to the season, and Tuchel hasn't brought in. He hasn't had like his own really transfer window yet, has he? So I just don't think he has the players that he might want there. I'm sure Shay might agree with that, and you might have different opinions. So Shay, what's who's for you?
I agree with you with Leicester. I do believe they are quite underdogs, but I do think they'll edge top 4.
Yeah, I think I think they've got a quality team, but I think if Vardy gets injured for a decent while, they won't get it.
No, yeah, same.
What's your thoughts?
If there's an injury, a really major injury for Leicester, then they could see their Champions League hopes go in a flash. It could be all over, but right now they're doing really well. So my money currently is on Leicester for fourth place.
Yeah. Do you think Chelsea might? Do you think Chelsea will give them a tough ride?
Maybe it depends now. To Chelsea now, they're gonna have to adapt. They're gonna have to learn to his style of football. So it's gonna be different because Lampard brought in those people for so many, and they're gonna have to now adapt to a new way of football, which is gonna be quite hard for them.
Yeah,
but I think
the rest of the
give it a
season,
few years, and it could be possible.
I think the rest of the season will just be like the adapting season.
Yeah.
And next season they'll definitely get top 4, I think. But
yeah.
Anyway, moving on to third place. For me, it's Liverpool, because I just feel that they haven't had the strongest of starts of the season. They've shown what they're capable of last year, obviously smashing the league. But this season, not a very good start. Van Dijk injury, that really won't help them, and it hasn't helped them. And they're definitely going to get more injuries, Liverpool. And I just don't see them going back. Like, I think, what are they now? They 5 points behind Man United, and
4, I believe.
Yeah, 4, and I just don't see them going it back. I think Man U on a good run, but yeah, I think they obviously have chances of even getting first, but I just don't see it happening. Who's yours?
You have got a point there, but personally, I disagree. I think Man United will come third. For reasons, I think Klopp will be able to pull Liverpool through where they have, I'm not saying Ole Gunnar Solskjaer isn't a great manager.
Yeah,
He is good.
There is a difference in managers by the with Klopp
Yeah.
and Solskjaer.
The Klopp has had so much experience at different levels of football, where Solskjaer is doing a really solid job at the club he's at for now. But no, yeah, I think Man United I think Liverpool will edge them, and I think Liverpool will come second, and Man United will just be third for this season.
Especially as well, I think if we do come third, many fans will blame me on us not signing a new centre back in this January window.
Oh yeah,
which Liverpool have been praised on that, and they signed 2 centre backs, and that's what they needed. And I just don't think Man United fans would be very happy about that.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I think that could be the downfall for Man U not signing the centre back this window.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I do think Man United will come second, and this is my second place for Man United, obviously, and I think they'll edge it to Liverpool, and I just don't see them bottling it to Liverpool, and I see Harry Maguire picking up more form now. I don't think he's done bad this season, but he's not a captain. Obviously, we've got the likes of Bruno Fernandes, Edson Cavani, Tom a really good goal scorer, a proper striker, and we've got a bit more depth, haven't we? We've even got like the likes of Mata, and who I think's underrated, and he could get in that squad, and he could still help us. And I just think with Bailly as well, he's coming back in the squad, and he's proved his class. And De Gea, I know last season he made loads of mistakes, but I don't think he'll make any more mistakes this season. I think Man United, I think we've already not been the greatest of managers, but he has got some good second managers in the name. Like he's got like Michael Carrick and all that. I just do think he's he will edge Man U to second place.
That's
So
fair.
what's your thoughts on that?
No, yeah. So the only reason I think Liverpool would edge Man United is because of your reason. Man United, if they invested in the transfer window in January, they maybe could have I could have given them the edge. But with Liverpool signing Ozan Kabak and Ben Davis, I mean, Kabak is 20 years old and apparently he's meant to be one of the best young prospects in Germany currently.
Yeah,
So it'd be good to see how he performs.
Yeah, and he's also set out for a Schalke. With them not having really a very good season, they've won one game in 19. And I think, he's got a good move from Schalke, which he needs at 20, and he doesn't want to be relegated into the German Division 2 at 20,
Yeah,
which could wreck his career. So I think that Liverpool move has also saved his career in a way.
The only problem is he's on loan, so it depends. If he puts in a really solid performance, maybe Liverpool will consider purchasing him. But they have
because the loan to buy is only like 4 million, ain't it?
I'm not sure, but I know Ben Davis made permanent transfer for 2 million.
I haven't seen much of Ben Davis, so I don't know what he's
I've
really
watched a clip of him, and he plays a bit like Van Dijk. I think that's why they've chosen him. He's very calm at the in the box, and he hits the ball long, and like Van Dijk would. So, I mean, maybe there's a bit of a difference between the two, but no, he has the same kind of play style. So I think that's why they've chosen him specifically.
Yeah, and that's also one of the reasons why I think Man U's going to have the edge to Liverpool. With Van Dijk being out injured, that's really got a big effect on them. And he's not coming back for a bit. And Jota going out injured, he was like a really good goal scorer.
Liverpool have just been very, very unfortunate with the injuries this season, unfortunately.
And I also think Klopp this season, with some of the defeats he's been having, he's going to lose his head. And I also think he's going to lose some of the players. With Salah going, I just don't see him coming second.
Are we going to count those as second place finishes, or are we going to move on to first place?
And now we're moving on to first place. And, well, I think this was quite obvious now. It's Man City. It's Man City for the both of us. And I think they're going to do what Liverpool done last season. It's just run away with him, batter the other team on points, batter second place on points. And they've got the top quality squad. They've got the money. They've got the board backing. They've got Pep Guardiola, top quality manager. I don't see how it can go wrong for them.
The only way I could see this falling through for them is they take a defeat to Liverpool on Sunday,
if they lose to Liverpool and lose in some more of the big games, I do see Man U, because I don't know how many points they are behind them, but I know Man U are very few points behind them. I think it's like it's 6 at most, I think. And if they
City have a game in hand, that's the problem with all of this. Because City will run away if they beat Liverpool.
I think they definitely will run away anyway. But I think that's the only way that they're going to lose. If they don't beat Liverpool and they go on a bit of a losing streak from there and have some silly defeats like they did last season against Wolves, against Norwich. But I think they've got it all there. They've got a solid defensive partnership in Stones and Diaz. They've got Ederson, a solid goalie. Whereas other teams like Man U, they lack him with a centre back, and so Liverpool lack him with centre backs. I don't see how we can go really wrong.
It's like this is City's season now to move on from last season and get away with the title.
And you see the lack of striker because of Gabriel Jesus not being the best and a proper all-out striker. But yeah, again, that striker can do against maybe the likes of Harry Maguire, who is picking up form, but he's not there yet, and he's not a top quality centre back like Man U used to have. And I just think City had the chance to run away with it with the very versatile players they got as well. Like they can play Fernand Torres and Sterling striker, really.
And
the thing with Sunday, Man City, Liverpool, I just don't see Man City losing.
I personally believe there'll be a draw, a 0-0, 1-1.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, KDB and Sergio Aguero are set to miss the game, so that could be an opening for Liverpool, but it depends how they tend to play.
I also think with Pep Guardiola, he's a very smart manager, and he's very experienced, and he knows Liverpool's defence right now is not very good. They're not even playing a proper centre back, so they're playing like Jordan Henderson there, and he's done well. He's done well at centre back.
Fabinho especially has been phenomenal this season, considering he's out of position.
Definitely. But I just think Pep Guardiola will tell his players just to attack at that defence, and they will also slam some goals on you, I feel.
Yeah, all the little teams that Liverpool have gone. Well, not obviously little. They're in the Premier League, or the biggest league in
Yeah,
the world, in my opinion. So
like
they're
the
not exactly
lower.
little teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the lower side of the table against Liverpool, they've all found out how to beat is where you just stay back and then you counter and counter and counter. Because obviously with our defence, it's hard to keep up
It's
with
hard.
all the pace.
And they now they've signed those centre backs that could help them. That could help them maybe clinch second. But recently, when the Trent saw the best of defending, and we could see Danny Ings pounced on that. Robertson's good at defending and attacking, but he's not like Marcelo was at defending when he was at his level.
The only way I think I can see Liverpool or Man United winning the title is Liverpool beating Man City, then Man City losing, obviously maybe against Man United or someone else, and
and then Man City just going on a losing streak and making some silly losses like they did last season.
Yeah, because if they did what Liverpool have been doing for the last 3 weeks, I personally I thought Liverpool were going to run away with it again because they'd beaten Tottenham and they were looking absolutely amazing, but then it all went downhill.
Yeah, and the only reason Tottenham, like if you asked me this 5 weeks ago, I would have put Tottenham fourth. And I said Tottenham, but they don't play good enough football. They play too defensive and dropping points to Fulham, Brighton. It's not good enough. So I think Tottenham will come sixth, Chelsea come fifth, Arsenal come eighth. I see Southampton coming seventh. No, I see Aston Villa coming seventh.
I see Villa having a really good season. They've been really good there so far. Jack Grealish especially, good player.
Mike Ash.
Very, very exciting. It's a very young side, and it's going to be exciting to see how they go on.
But with this season, you just can't predict it. It could be anything. It could really go to Aston
Villa. This season's absolutely mad. I know. This season was ridiculous. I mean, the amount of turns there's been in this season is ridiculous.
Yeah, I just think it's been something else. But I think there are predictions for this season. I don't think Man City will break any records like they did in the 17-18 season. However,
no.
It's possible. So there are top 4 predictions. Sort of rambled on at the end about top 6, but peace.
Goodbye.